This is one of my favorite views. I've seen it from the other side on Smelter. But one thing I like about it is those plains, which kind of where I'm from, or where I last lived out in the West Texas area, those plains are relatively boring. In fact, if you Google the most boring city in the world, that's where I own property. Okay. See it? Now, let me tell you something good about plains. There's nothing good about plains. If you're ever driving to Lubbock, keep driving. Do not, and also, whatever you do, do not ever marry anybody from West Texas, ever. Okay. All right, but that's not the purpose of this video. This video is to talk about what's good about the plains. And one thing I will say is the plains frame the epic beauty of the mountains. Let me say that again. The ruggedness or the regularness of the plains, in effect, I at least don't appreciate the mountains as much had I not been from the plains. Or had I, if those plains weren't there. Because if everything is just a mountain, so I can think what I'm trying to say is, the plains are beautiful. And sometimes boring is good. And tell me if that's not beautiful. And why is it beautiful? And the word is contrast. Contrast. Now, when you go to places like West Texas, Crawford, Texas, motherfucker, ganja! When you go out there, you go out to George Bush land, there's just such a contrast. We focus a lot on the contrast, but the contrast is beautiful. And, do I regret voting for Bush? Yeah, absolutely. Do I want to apologize to about 6 million people that lost their family, lost their lives, lost their limbs? Absolutely. However, you'll never really appreciate the beautiful mountains had you not had some bullshit plains. And right now, as a country, we're really having to make decisions of who we're leading, who's going to lead this country. And the contrasts are so stark. I mean, we have just literally rampant socialism that's advocated for, mixed with vigilantism, if I'm even saying that word right. And then we have, fucking Fox News and fucking MSNBC. And we are a land of contrast, and that's really sad because we're only strong as a country when we're blended together. Like the tree blends with the plains, blends with the mountains. And we are, as a country, supposed to be a land of diversity. But man, I don't know if it's just that I'm getting older, but I see just almost ghetto out there now. I see my Facebook full of people bragging about their guns and, school shootings, and I mean, they're just, so my point is we are a land of contrast, but the beautiful forefathers of this country said we are, we the people, and so and also Jesus advocated unity, so whoever's going to lead this country is going to have to be a person who on some level is going to bring this country together. And I have my pick, obviously. I think, for example, Ben Carson's my favorite right now. He's educated, he's not a lawyer, and he's so wicked intelligent. He came from literal poverty. And I think he had 20 brothers and sisters. I don't want to misrepresent his record, but he came from places that he came from and succeeded from places that most of us can't imagine. And he's soft-spoken, and he's not a politician, and his stupid PR people look like Elmer Fudd. But I'm telling you, I love this country, and I'm here to send love, and so we have to bring this country together. And so I don't know how we're going to do it, but pray for this country and pray for unity, because I think if we had unity, I think we'd be halfway there. Unity.